Did you happen to watch the debate?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah. What a fucking train wreck, dude.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about this while watching this. I'm like, okay, politics are getting interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to find a way to make you your own little theme music and give you like a 10-minute block to spill on politics. I don't know. It's going to just happen randomly throughout the episode. I'm going to hit a button. You'll hear your theme song. I was thinking I should do the theme song for Shawn Michaels, like the Heartbreak Kid theme.
Yeah.
They're like, ha, ha, ha. Like, whenever he does the fucking
Yeah.
sidekick.
I'll do the side.
Just fucking kick me out the window. Anyways, how's
Hey.
everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of the Night Fun, guys.
How you doing?
Okay, we have noticed that in the past couple of years, in the last couple of months, really, a lot of fucking movies have come out that have been pretty shit, and so have a lot of games that have been shit.
Yeah.
So we decided let's dedicate a whole episode where we go through a bunch of movies and try to see how much fucking money they lost, or if they lost money at all to begin with. So Joe has prepared 10 movies. I have prepared 10 games, and we're going to go down every single one and try to see exactly how much fucking money did they burn to make these fucking atrocities. Although I will go ahead and say I don't have any listed numbers because finding information for games is actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. But most of all my games that I have listed were indeed commercial failures.
Mhm.
And at the end of all our lists, we're going to break them down and put them in a tier list and see, are they actually that bad or are they actually kind of okay?
And I completely forgot that we were going to do that part.
Yeah. But that's fine. It shouldn't take us long to go through 10 like quick little
No, it
movies.
shouldn't. Unless they're just real stinkers.
I guess it really depends how much we're going to actually spill on each movie or game.
Yeah.
I know most of all the games I'm talking about. I don't know half the movies that
Oh,
you
really?
have picked. Yeah, I've
You know this one, right?
No, I've never
First
seen
one?
never seen it.
Okay. I
Okay.
mean, we'll jump into it, but like, I mean, I know a little bit into it. So all right, we'll jump right in. So we're gonna start with movies. This movie right here, if you've ever seen it, it's a fucking piece of hot garbage. Nick Cage being Nick Cage. It's a remake of a classic Wicker Man movie. Which, fun fact, the extended version of the Wicker Man, the original,
Mm-hmm.
is a superior, better one
Mm-hmm.
because they cut it down and it made the movie just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But with the extra scenes, it makes it make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched this whole listened to this whole podcast about it and looked it up a little, and it's just like it doesn't make that much sense. It adds more context to the movie and everything like that.
Mm.
Anyways, I watched this movie forever ago. I watched it once.
So what about the movie makes it a bad movie?
Just Nick Cage for one. Like
It's the overacting, or
it's the overacting. It's the lack of acting from other people. It's the pacing's weird. It's just the overall just fucking like slog of a movie to get through.
what they need to do is revive it, bring him back for a sequel. Except this time he's a candy bar and he goes by the Snicker Man.
The Snicker Man.
Yeah. And
What
then
other one?
the third one,
John Wicker Man.
John Wicker Man,
Yeah, he's inside John Wick.
or he comes back as the Flicker Man. He just flicks people in the nose.
Or just flicks lights on and off.
Like Nosferatu from the SpongeBob episode.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like,
Nosferatu.
dude, Nick Cage would make a good Nosferatu.
I don't think he would.
You think?
No. He did a really good, like this last movie that he did was Long Legs.
Yeah.
Bro, he did a really good fucking job in that movie.
You know, I might
all
be.
you Gen Zers and Gen Alphas out there that thought the movie was stupid, y'all are stupid.
I thought the movie was kind of mid.
Really?
I thought like it had its moments, it really did, but I just felt like the movie felt a little flat. I liked Nick Cage's performance.
Well, the movie is supposed to be
I
a
don't-
psychological thriller.
Yeah, but you know what I really did not like?
Huh.
The third act where they just tell you everything. They explain the whole fucking thing. Like they basically spell it out for you. Instead of you figuring out the pieces, they just wait till the third act and they're like, so this is what this person did. Like I don't like when movies do that. I'm like, bro, let me figure it out for myself, or at least let it build up to that conclusion. But it kind of felt like they told you nothing in the first act.
Mhm.
They told you a little bit in the second act, and then on the third act, they're just like, "Oh, by the way, here's the actual plot." I'm like,
Well,
"Why?"
I think it was because the way it was written, it was to be like you're supposed to be kept in the dark the entire time because you're not supposed to know what the fuck is happening. And then things start happening that lay it all out for you, and that makes you go, "Oh shit, what the hell is going on?" Also, fun fact about that movie: in almost every scene, the devil's in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The one that's the hardest one to see is when she's walking at the end, she's going into the house with that family.
Yeah.
When the door opens, you see him reflected.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
But and then you see him in the background and out like outside, like in the fog in one of the windows.
Like, don't get me
and
wrong,
shit like that.
the story was really fucking
Yeah.
cool, and some of the imagery, like the veil over the fucking, like you find
Dude,
out, like
yeah.
I
It's
thought
the
it was
doll,
I
and
thought
then
it
you
was
see the face.
I thought it was a real fucking demon. Like it made it feel like a real fucking demon.
Yeah.
I will mention this. After I watched the movie, I was kind of curious to see the consensus of the movie, so I jumped on Rotten Tomatoes and started reading like different critic reviews.
Yeah.
My favorite review was somebody gave it 5 stars, and he said, "My favorite part of the movie is whenever Longleg says it's legging time."
Oh yeah, I've seen those. What's her face? Ayo Adibri. She went through a list of those for the movies, and it's just like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
She also writes reviews for movies too,
Oh,
and they're fucking hilarious.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Should we jump into the stats of the Wicker Man?
Well, yeah, and then everyone knows the famous scene of this. They're putting the helmet on him with the bees on it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Not the bees, no."
yeah, I didn't prepare the clip.
That's fine.
That's on.
We've all seen it. We've all seen the memes.
All right.
All right, let's see the numbers there. Budget was $40 million. They almost made it back.
Almost.
Almost.
They lost. Was it 1.2 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, oh well. There's
Yeah.
been worse flops.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know enough about the movie to really rate it. We need to do a movie marathon of a bad movie one day soon.
We can do this one and watch it. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, we'll have to actually make a whole episode of that and then just fucking cut it down for YouTube or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, The Last Airbender.
Yeah, we're talking about this pile of garbage.
So this was the 2009 or 6?
Yeah, something like that. Fucking M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Yeah. So apparently, from what I remember about this movie, was M. Night Shyamalan did this because their kid was a fan of the cartoon.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'll make it into a fucking successful movie."
He
And
did
then-
the same exact thing now with his new movie, Trapped.
Really?
It's the dad is like a murderer, serial killer guy, and he takes his daughter to a concert, and the whole concert is a whole setup to catch him, but they don't know who he is because they're trying to catch the killer.
What the hell?
And the first half of the movie, I took my niece to go watch it because she wanted to go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So the first half of the movie, or not even the first half, it was like the first 2/3 of the fucking movie, was a concert for the singer. In that whole movie, the person who's doing the whole show.
Yeah.
That's his daughter.
Oh.
So he made a movie for his daughter to play her music in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the shots, there was parts where, now that I'm talking about it, I realize there's shots in the movie when it's just awkward. The dialogue back and forth between the main character and some of the people. And then there'll be moments of just like dead silence. You hear the crowd walking by, it's the crowd and everything. But you hear the daughter's music over everything, and there's good like 10, 15-second chunks of just that for no reason. And yeah, and then finally, the whole movie could have been a 30-minute short film because that was the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And that part was good. But the rest of the movie...
What was the name of this movie again?
Trapped?
Trapped?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just came out.
Okay, so this is just a blatant nepotism movie.
Yeah, he just made it for his daughter.
It was like, you know what? We're gonna help you get fucking famous. You're gonna be up there with Selena Gomez, even though you ain't got the half the milkers that she got. You wish you
and
were
I mean,
her.
like, if it really is his daughter singing, she's got a good voice. But I doubt that it's his daughter.
Yeah, but you
singing.
can't force a person into fame. I mean, people have done it, but
Britney Spears.
Yeah, but at the same time, they don't last. They don't last, and they don't actually have real talent. They just have money behind them.
Britney Spears is a star. Okay.
Okay.
Leave Britney alone.
Like it's not a surprise to anybody that at this point Beyonce probably does not write her own lyrics, but she still is talented voice wise.
Hot take: Beyonce's country song sucks.
Really? I thought they were okay.
I don't like it.
Do you even like country?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
well, not like it. I like some songs,
Okay.
but I did not care for her song.
Some of them are pretty okay. I don't
Yeah.
think they're bad. I mean,
Like, I'm not, and for all the people, you know, she's a talented artist. She can sing and everything like that. But it's been misses for me lately.
yeah.
It's not for me.
I don't know. I feel like you just always have never really cared for certain genres as much as others.
No, yeah, I don't care for certain genres.
Yeah.
I just now started listening to all the like the poppy music,
Yeah.
like the espresso song that you showed me.
Yeah.
I like
Sabrina
that one.
Carpenter.
Yeah, some stuff is good. Of course,
Chaperone.
everyone loves Chaperone.
How can you not?
Chaperone.
Chaperone.
Yeah. Did you see her?
Is that just a way of saying chaperone?
I don't know.
I don't
Did
know.
you see her VMA performance where she's like dressed up as what's her face? Joan of Arc. She has like all the knights around her and stuff, and she's singing her songs. And
No, I
everything.
don't think I've gotten that.
She's got a dumpy in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just jutting out the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well, I'll have to investigate that later.
But you
No.
know who doesn't have a dumpy? Ong. Because this entire movie, they keep calling him Aang and Ong and Ung.
Oh, they keep calling him the wrong name.
Yeah, they
you're
keep
telling me
just
they didn't
fucking
know
it
how
up.
to pronounce his name
Bro,
correctly?
this guy saw one episode and got a synopsis of the rest of the season. It's the first season. That's the
Yeah.
whole movie is. Zuko over here is Life of Pi. Don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic actor. What's his face? I think his last name's Patel. I'm not being racist. I think his last name is Patel. Yeah, that guy.
He's got a lot of anger in those eyes.
Yeah, Ong. I don't know who the fuck played
They
him.
didn't get their cultures right though. That's the thing.
No, they
that's really
didn't.
Annoying.
He made the Fire Nation
Good.
all Indian. No, he made the. I mean, the monks. They were. I guess he's Asian.
They
I
should have
don't
made
know.
him. They should have made him. They should have made the Indians the water tribes. Like, help me! I'm under the water.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. No, if they wanted to do it a little better. I mean,
How come they don't have an Earthbender in the poster?
because
Was
this is
there
the first season.
Oh, this only covered the first season.
Yeah. Have you only seen the movie like once? Like
I've
I have?
never seen the movie at all.
You never have?
No, because I heard it
Dude,
was bad.
You need to watch it. It is fucking so bad.
I remember I asked somebody one time when they go see it, and they were like, "Oh, I went to go see the M. Night Shyamalan, like the last Airbender movie." And I was like, "Oh, what's the twist? Oh, the twist is that it sucks."
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure he was only able to call it The Last Airbender because they didn't give him the rights to call it Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh wow,
But yeah, the Water Tribe. They're
that's
white.
a white woman.
No, they're white.
They're just white.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they talk all mystic and shit.
Oh, my
They're,
God.
they're pretty much just cosplaying as Native Americans.
Because what? Because like Aang's culture is supposed to be based on Tibetan monks.
Yeah.
And then this is supposed to be
Japan.
like Japanese,
Yeah,
and this
Imperial Japanese.
and this is supposed to
then,
be
Inuits.
Inuits, yeah,
And then the
Earth
Earthbenders
is-
are Chinese.
or yeah, China,
Yeah.
Imperial China,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie was hot garbage. The way they did their fire bending and air bending and everything, it was
Yeah.
all show. Like in the time it took them to like launch something, like do something, they're like fucking 20 seconds go by. You could walk over and just like, all right, that's the last airbender down.
Just stab him with a fork.
Just choke him. You have
Yeah.
the time.
I guess that's true.
He's
But
not
yeah,
a mole rat.
let's see what this fucking
That's a callback.
oh god. Let's see what this fucking movie did.
Yeah.
Okay.
150. What? It got 390 because of the
Worldwide.
name. Worldwide.
Worldwide.
It's because of the name.
Yeah. Well, it made its money back.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is all the appeal for the Chinese market. Because the thing is, Chinese markets do not like. Did you ever see the whole thing where like they didn't even try to advertise the Black Panther in China because they knew it was gonna bomb?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Chinese people do not want to watch a movie with people that aren't white in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're very much like, oh yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah. Or I wonder. There's a movie that came out. It was supposed to be like Russian Avengers.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like one of the characters was literally just a fucking bear.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember what the fuck was that called?
I forgot what it was called, but apparently it's really good.
Yeah, I heard that it was actually a really good movie,
Yeah.
but I don't remember what it's called. Anyways,
We should find it and watch it.
for the next movie, Joe, you have some explaining to do because you requested this photo.
Look at that woman. This is good old Battlefield Earth, for those who don't know. This is a scene from Battlefield Earth.
This was the era that he was probably having lots of sex with that fucking air pilot.
He's still having sex with men.
Probably.
He needs to just come out. Like, he needs to be happy.
At this point, why would you even be embarrassed on it? But anyways.
Because of Scientology.
Speaking of Scientology.
Yeah, speaking of fucking Scientology, Battlefield Earth. I actually enjoy this movie, but it is a fucking terrible movie.
Yeah.
It is god awful.
So this is based on Ron L. Hubbard's novel.
Battlefield Earth.
Yeah. And
apparently the book is pretty good.
And for anybody that doesn't know, Ron L. Hubbard was the guy behind Scientology.
Mm-hmm.
And John Travolta just happened to be a Scientologist. So
he's also an alien.
This thing came full circle. Okay, so what is Battlefield Earth?
Battlefield Earth is the Earth gets taken over by the I forget what the fuck they call them. The aliens, what John Travolta is. They're like 7 foot, 8 foot tall, man like they're like beefier, stockier. They wear platform boots and they look like they're going to like a cyber goth party.
Did the cyber goths dance into the bridge?
Pretty much,
from that old meme?
No fucking joke. That's what they look like.
Oh, okay.
But so they take over the planet, and this is like hundreds and hundreds of years into the future, to the point where humans pretty much revert back to like cavemans, and they're being hunted by all the aliens, and they're just like living their lives and wearing skins and shooting snipers from a bell tower during World War II.
Okay, but what is the point of the movie?
The point of the movie is basically just the humans fighting the aliens to gain their freedom back. Okay. Because what happens, the main character, he somehow wins favor. I forget what he does, and they're trying to learn from him. Mm-hmm. And to learn from him, they have to understand him. They speak a different language. They speak their alien language. So they put him onto this machine that pretty much just teaches them like everything in the universe. So he just becomes a superhuman, and he's like slowly killing himself, but he's learning everything. And finally gets to the point where the alien starts like trusting him enough to where he's doing his dirty work. For some reason, they're after gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. For some reason, yeah, they just want all the gold. Maybe they use it for their shit. I don't know.
What are they, Spaniards invading Mexico?
They're pretty much, dude. They're white.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. There are black aliens
in the movie.
Yeah, it's what's his face? The guy with the doofy eye, the black actor.
I don't.
He's got big ears. He was in Rogue One.
Black stroke guy.
Yeah, black stroking guy. But no,
someone's been going through my Google searches.
No, yeah. So they, he the human guy. He tricks them, and he starts like venturing out and starts learning about the most powerful nation in the world,
mm-hmm.
United States of America.
Okay.
Because he goes to like a library, and it has
John Travolta's alien character went to the local library.
No, not John Travolta.
Oh.
The human.
Oh, the human.
Yeah, he went to the library, and what's his name? Orlando Jones is a hologram, and he teaches him about U.S. history. And he also knows how to fly fighter jets and everything like that for some fucking reason.
Okay.
And he finds more humans, and then they start planning a whole coup against John Travolta and the other aliens. They find, after hundreds and hundreds of years, they find fighter jets in perfect fucking condition under like the Cheyenne Mountain where they have that bunker there.
Okay.
They find a bunch of jets and everything. And he literally leaves a bunch of stupid fucking cavemen in there. And for some reason, this place has power.
Yeah.
And they have a flight simulator in there. And they're all learning how to fly fucking jets.
What the hell? The cavemen?
Yeah, the cavemen. And they're in there, like, when they first find the thing, it's moving on its own because the power comes back. Because it's going through, like, a whole, like, system check of reboot. And they're over there with spears like, oh. They're fucking stabbing him with a spear.
What the fuck? So
that happens. He goes back. John Travolta goes off the fucking handle because he's a Scientologist and he loves men. And
that part is key in this movie.
And he starts like, of course, the aliens, they always betray each other for some reason.
Yeah.
And he's about to steal all the gold for himself. And the coup happens, and all the humans band together, and they start. This little green building is like where the prison pretty much is, and where they keep them all. They're fighting in there. They find like stockpiles of fucking brand new AK-47s and rifles and rocket launchers and bullshit.
Okay.
And they're fighting the aliens and blah blah blah. They're about to lose the ground fight, but then out of nowhere, a fucking Raptor jet soars through the sky and blows out one of the alien ships, and they're flying them in fucking perfect formation and shit. It would have been funny if like there was like an American flag hanging off the back. I'm pretty sure they all had American flags on them.
They just add a bunch of like sound effects of like eagle screeching.
Pretty much. They call themselves Eagles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So there's a huge air battle, and then it starts seeing. He's trying to contact like the alien home planet to send like an army down to quell the rebellion, and they're about to. And the humans' whole plan is they learn what a nuke is, and they have a nuke. Literally, one of the characters is just hugging the nuke the entire fucking half of the movie.
What the fuck?
And he goes into the fucking portal. And he sacrifices himself because they can't set it off because John Travolta destroys the trigger mechanism for it. So he goes into the portal, goes to the alien homeworld, and detonates it. And what they learned as well is the alien homeworld's atmosphere is extremely fucking flammable for some reason.
What?
So when the nuke went off there, the entire planet just turns into a fireball.
This whole synopsis is just killing me. Like,
Yeah.
the movie just being described seems like a chore.
Yeah, dude. And then
So is this like was this book? I mean, was this movie accurate to the literature?
no.
So they just went.
They took the idea and were like, we're fucking making this. And I'm pretty sure
John Travolta had like a big hand
John
in writing it.
John Travolta fucking helmed this shit. I think he produced it and everything.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm pretty sure Scientology was just like, don't make this movie.
See, this is a big problem that's been happening a lot. What I've been hearing in Hollywood is people will sometimes like try to make movies for novels. I know there was a big thing going on with Blake Lively. They were coming after her because of a movie that she was in. Apparently, the guy who wrote the fucking book was a part of the production, and he was trying to make sure that the movie was going to be good. But a lot of the stuff that was supposed to be in the movie got cut out and got completely changed was because one of the actors, not naming names, but people already know who the fuck it is, it's Blake fucking Lively, had things changed because she thought it would be better if they were done this way. Because for some reason, there's a lot of actors that think that just because they're good actors, they're also good writers.
Yeah,
which is not the case.
A lot of directors and people like assistants and everything, they come out and they're like, some of these actors are fucking stupid. Like all they know the only thing they know how to do good is acting. Ask them to solve a simple fucking math problem. It's like talking to a kindergartner.
Yeah.
It's because they've been acting for so long, they just don't have to think anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not just. I think the other thing that you also have to consider is that you need to stay in your lane when it comes to like expertise.
Yeah.
Because like a good example is Henry Cavill left the Witcher show because they decided to stray from the novels.
Yep.
And he was like, you fuck with the material, then it's going to come out as a shit product. And then that's why they lost him. And then now he got replaced by fucking Chris Hemsworth? No, Liam Hemsworth.
Liam Hemsworth. The younger, uglier Hemsworth.
Why the fuck does John Travolta look like a werewolf in an extra bad werewolf movie? Have you seen Battlefield Earth? Because I haven't. And this movie, it did not do that hot.
Again, I enjoy this movie. Like, it's one of those bad movies that I like watching. Just like how people like watching, well, we'll get to it. But,
Did you see the budget numbers?
Well, hold on. I'm not done with the synopsis.
Oh, my God.
They pretty much...
I'm so over the synopsis.
No, so it ends...
God damn it.
The whole home planet is dead, and they have a few other aliens still on Earth, and Stroke Black Guy, the strokey black guy,
Strokey black guy.
Yeah, strokey black guy alien. It's hot lettuce. Just watch it. It's hilarious. Yeah.
If you're into Scientology and novels written by Ron L. Hubbard that were performed by one of his followers, that is John Travolta.
What debate are you talking about?
Huh? It looks messier than the recent debate. What are you talking about? They're not eating dogs in Springfield?
What? Did you lie to us? They're not turning immigrants into
That was the funniest one. It's like they're taking immigrants, they're turning them into transgenders. I'm like, what? Who told you this?
There's a bunch of sweaty old guys like, where? You mean we don't have to go all the way to Thailand?
Dude, that whole fucking debate was wild.
Yeah.
Anyways,
back to this.
Oh
The
my
way it
God.
ends is the Strokey Black guy, he helps them learn how to deal with all the other aliens that are still probably left out there. John Travolta gets captured after he gets his arm blown off, and they trap him inside of Fort Knox with all the gold, and they're like, here, you're here with all the gold that you wanted. And then it cuts down to children and other adults learning about America from Orlando Jones, the hologram. And that's how it ends. America survived after aliens. Take that, China.
44 million and only made 29.7 million. It lost a lot of money.
A lot of money. But I'm making sure they're getting their
Damn.
buck in every now and then.
Damn, dude.
I'll rent it whenever I can.
Is that Strokey Black guy?
Yeah, Strokey Black guy. It's the guy, he has like the shitty eye. Yeah.
He was like, make me look like
gay, but not.
make me look like a
Oh, look at
cyber goth Jamaican.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh my
That's
God.
a pad.
They put a pad on. Why do they have a crotch?
Because he has a little pee-pee. Oh, look at the women. It's just cyber goth women. See?
Oh my God, that fucking cranium.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about getting some head. Anyways,
But yeah, that movie was fucking terrible.
you requested this as well.
Yep. We're just gonna, for the listeners out there, this is Cats, the Butthole
Can I
Cut.
skip a little forward?
Yeah, skip a little. Just skip through it.
Why?
No.
No.
Because originally,
There's
the studio had buttholes on the cats.
oh my God.
And they were like, we can't fucking do that.
Oh,
Can you imagine?
is there gonna be like a Meg Sharknado bad?
You know,
John
a lot of
Travolta?
people were like, let me see Taylor Swift's flat butthole.
Oh my. Oh, dude, I hate looking at it. God.
Oh, yeah, and James Corden's.
Oh God.
Oh, that thing opened up.
We're gonna get banned showing this shit. All right, I'm pausing this. Anyway, okay.
All right, Cats, the new one.
I kept adding buttholes. It just felt right. Tom Hooper, the director.
No, but
John Travolta
there's a name
in a
in
new
there.
AVP movie. Is that a thing?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Meg Sharknado. Those are terrible movies.
Yeah, but those are supposed to be bad on purpose.
Well, the
They're,
Meg.
they're entertaining.
Well, the Meg is produced by a Chinese production company, and it's just being distributed all over the world.
Okay.
Yeah, because apparently, what's his face, Jason Statham, he works a lot of Chinese films.
What?
Yeah, apparently that's a thing. Like, what's his face, Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
He does commercials in Japan, like for random shit.
Oh, I remember hearing that he actually sold his likeness to like Japan like companies. So now they can do like AI
Yeah.
commercials with him in it.
But smart, dude, because he's gonna be making fucking money.
I mean, probably. That actually makes a lot of sense for Statham.
yeah,
It
I mean,
does.
he's a martial artist and everything like that.
Yeah, but and as they get older, that they kind of start getting, you know.
Yeah, he's like, I can be racist over here.
Yeah. You know who I miss, man? I miss fucking what's his name? What's his name? Michael Lee White or Michael Keith White or
Michael J. White.
Michael J. White?
He's still around.
Yeah, but he hasn't he made a movie that was supposed to be like a Western version of Black Dynamite, except it wasn't the Black Dynamite character. And I
Mhm.
watched it, and it did have its moments, but it just wasn't as.
Oh, really?
It wasn't.
I was wanting to watch that one.
It's good
Yeah.
in the sense that it's entertaining because it's still like Michael J. White
Mhm.
being like him. And being like a tough character that knows kung fu in a
Yeah.
western, but it's just like
It just doesn't have the original appeal of like the shitty B movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Black Dynamite will forever be one of my favorite movies because of just how much like satire it has for that old like
Yeah.
black exploitation film era. and he fits the action movie trope like a little too hard at
Yeah,
times.
he does.
Yeah, he does. Although he
I
was,
mean, he was in the Expendables with all the other action star movies.
yeah, he was
People,
really good
yeah.
in some of them too. What was that one movie? Was it called Is it The Mechanic? Was it The Mechanic or was
Transporter.
The Transporter?
Yeah,
Oh, he
Transporter
was
was
so
good.
good in The
Yeah.
Transporter.
That's when he first like started getting big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's when that was when like I thought he was at his best.
Yeah.
Then-
Oh no.
Then he started falling into all the action people like tropes. I
oh,
cried
the
at
arm
the
boomerang. Yeah.
scene. Oh
I
yeah.
threw that shit before I came in. No, the other movie that was really good with Jason Statham, that I fucking love still to this day, the one with Jet Li.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you not seen that one? It's Jet Li, and he's there's different versions of Jet Li in different dimensions,
Just-
and there's one Jet Li that's killing the rest of them because if you kill all your other dimension people that are you become stronger.
Yeah.
So it's Highlander rules, but dimensions. So there can only be one.
Oh god.
So Jason Statham is like a dimensional cop along with he's a really good black actor. I forgot what his name
Why
is.
is this making
but
me
he's really
think of
good.
like R.I.P.P.D.?
It's not R.I.P.P.D. That movie fucking sucked too.
No, that
I was
movie-
about to put
That
that
should have been on the
list.
list.
It
I
had
got-
some funny parts in it.
I keep-
Coleman.
I just keep thinking about fucking Black Dynamite now. I love my favorite one is like,
Just go
shut
back
the
to
fuck up, Euphoria. I know that was you.
Just go back to the buttholes. There you go.
Oh no. No.
Oh, there it is. I'm just gonna cover it up. There you go. It's that Taylor Swift.
What is there not to be said about this movie other than that it was a terrible movie? It should have never been
It
made.
should never have been made.
Why did they think that this would be a good idea?
Also, that one name just sounds really racist. Rum Tum Tigger.
Hey now.
They dropped that R really hard for his name for some reason.
Okay.
All
The
right.
production.
It probably made its money back.
Let's say budget around
no,
95
did it?
million and gross 74.6. Yep, this was a
Yeah.
fucking failure.
Because it sucked, apparently. Like,
Well, it's not just. I think most of that budget went to just the cast. They had
Yeah.
some big profile names in there.
Idris Elba was in it.
Yeah, I
he was
think-
Rum Tum Tigger, I think.
Was he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at the cast.
Let's see. Gross to, see for the budget 95.
Yeah, they only got
Okay, yeah, yeah. So they-
27.2 here.
I feel like a lot of words then have a single syllable into sounds mildly racist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you saying? Cast?
Trigger.
No.
Bigger.
Taylor Swift was in this movie?
Yeah, she was Bomballerina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mactivity.
Activity.
Buster Jones.
No, Bustafer Jones.
Who would have thought James Corden would play a fat pussy?
Gus. Where's Ron? Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo.
Dude, of course this movie cost so much money. They
Yeah.
have so many high profile ass fucking people.
They had
in it.
Gregory Mann in this.
Jennifer Hudson was in this movie.
Colton Krause.
Rebel Wilson.
Oh, Rebel. Oh, yeah, she was in this movie. They made her a fat cat
What?
because for some reason they couldn't make her skinny.
Was that back before she lost the weight?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey.
Hey, Wallace Shawn.
I
was in
last
it.
Wallace
Yeah.
Shawn.
But look at all these actors that were in there.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
of
that's
people.
a stacked like list right here.
Oh, look at those abs. Yeah, I
She's
mean,
got a fucking turd on her head.
dude,
No,
that's
I'm kidding.
yeah, okay, that's a big tech. Okay, what's
Yeah.
the next one? Oh
No,
god.
next one. Yeah, play the
Ugh.
fucking scene. We're gonna
If
be
you
really
ever
quiet.
played Payday, hearing them scream Nader in a slightly southern accent just sounds rough.
Oh
Payday.
yeah,
Oh, did they really say that in Payday?
yeah,
I don't know. I remember. I think I don't remember.
yeah. All right,
I haven't
the
played
scene.
Payday in like fucking forever.
Maybe people are setting off the plants?
What are you saying? That guy was crazy.
I forgot she was in this
They're
fucking
already
movie.
dead. What if they're targeting us as threats? I mean, this part of the field may not have been set off. Something in this field could be releasing the chemical into the air when there's too many of us together. Let's just stay ahead of the wind.
Dude, that was terrible.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
Why is everything a question? Why am I reading the cue cards that are behind the camera?
Guys,
Also, Zoe Deschanel, I can't stand her. Like she was in the what New Girl. She always looks. She's the same character in every movie.
I'm
every show.
confused girl with bangs.
Yeah. Have you ever seen her without bangs?
No.
She looks weird.
Does she?
Yeah. Because everyone's just so used to seeing her with bangs.
Look at that fucking face. He's like, I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I'm just confused for some
For
reason.
those who don't know what movie we're talking about, it's called The Happening. It's a Mark Wahlberg movie directed by M. Night Shyamalan. The main villain
How many
is...
Shyamalan movies did you pick?
I think this is the only other one.
Okay.
But what's it called?
Then again, he's got a lot of bad movies.
He released some shit movies.
Yeah.
But this one, the enemy is plants.
Plants?
Yep.
The main villain is, what is it? Is tree cum?
Yeah, pretty much. It's pollen. Pollen is the fucking killer. The only exciting part of this movie is the first part when everyone's fucking killing themselves. Like in this clip here, you see a guy with lions in the den. He's just feeding himself to lions. You see him rip
Yeah.
off his arm, or kind of see him rip off his arm. There's another scene where a guy just lays down in front of a huge lawnmower.
What the hell?
Yeah, he just turns it on and sets it to a spin, and he just lays down. And he's
So it's like tree pollen is making them just fucking kill themselves?
yeah,
or
it
some
just
shit?
makes you want to kill yourself and kill everyone around you.
That's such a weird
Yeah.
premise. I mean, it could be a good movie with the right actors, but
This scene right here,
Mark wasn't it.
yeah, Mark Wahlberg in the room, he's talking to the tree, and he's like, "Hey, you know, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm just trying to walk through." And then he touches it. It's a plastic tree.
Oh,
Yeah. And then the ending is so stupid. They meet up with this lady that lady with the bloody nose.
yeah.
And she's like super strict, like being like, "Children need to be quiet." If I was Mark Wahlberg, I would have just knocked the bitch out, throw her outside, and like, "This is my house now, bitch."
No,
It's
that's
survival of the fittest.
That's what she wanted. Let's see.
What a twist. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All
M.
right.
Night Shyamalan.
48 million and grossed 160. He can't lose. He can't
Wait,
lose.
he made money on that?
Yeah, dude, and grossed
Oh,
163. Dude, that's
he's gotta be a front for like drug money or something.
no, that's the power of Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
Dude, I'm sorry. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many young black kids you chase screaming slurs at. You can fucking be famous.
Oh, in the movie, he beats another Asian person to the ground. Don't forget that Marky Mark did that, guys. He beat an Asian person half to death.
He's not in a lot of movies with black people unless it's Kevin Hart. I think he only
That
allows,
is true.
and he only has Kevin Hart around because he probably thinks he's funny.
Or Samuel L. Jackson because he's scared of him.
Samuel L. Jackson will beat the brakes off
No,
you,
yeah.
dude.
Marky Mark is scared of Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm getting scared for Samuel L. Jackson. He's getting there in age, man. I don't want to
Bro.
lose that man.
Oh, shout out, rest in peace, James Earl Jones.
yeah,
Voice of Darth Vader, Mufasa.
that badass scene from Fences.
He was the
love-
bad guy in Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had the fucking voice, dog.
Yeah.
He had the voice of God behind
Yeah.
him. You
Rest in
know,
peace, man.
you know he had to get like laid all the time just by voice alone. That treble, dude.
Mhm.
That treble will get panties wet quick.
Yeah. All right. That movie
Okay.
was terrible, by the way. Also, this movie is a pile of fucking shit.
Yeah.
I love Star Wars, as you can probably tell from all the other episodes we've done. But this one was a hot pile of shit. We saw it in theaters. I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I liked some parts in it,
I
but
thought it had some cool stuff in it,
yeah,
but
it had some cool parts in it.
I
But
like
the
that
movie itself was terrible,
I like that it strayed away from the formula.
and
I like that when
it strayed too far. They're straying too far, and it's straying enough to where it's good.
Yeah.
To me, it's strayed too far.
with the
And
blue milk.
it shouldn't had to have. Like you were gonna make money regardless of what you did. They made money off this fucking movie.
Yeah.
But you didn't have to stray too far. The only reason it did is because it was a different director.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he went fucking off the walls, and then they had to bring back was it Michael Bay or whoever the fuck it was?
No, it was what's his fucking name? J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams. They had
'Cause
to
he
bring
d-
him back and do damage control pretty much and retcon a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing about the benefit that I will give this movie is like I like when things go against the grain. I'm not saying this movie was not bad. It was definitely bad.
Yeah.
But I like that it took the risk and that it went for it, even if it didn't pay off, because sometimes it does pay off. They went against the grain with Rogue One, and I love that movie.
Yeah, they fucked. No, Rogue One was great. They fucked up what's her face, the Asian girl.
Yeah, they fucked her life up.
Yeah, the poor girl, dude. Like just because she kissed Finn,
Yeah.
and the whole story of her like falling in love with Finn, that whole thing was fucking forced.
And it was retconned.
Yeah,
It was like
and the second and the third movie, she was barely in it.
yeah, because they
Yeah.
probably were like, yeah, you did not like
People don't like you anymore.
people don't like you. Even in Asian markets, they're like, nope. Not,
And it's funny because then they gave Finn a black love interest.
yeah.
Yeah, which they should have just stuck to the thing where, I think originally Finn was supposed to become a Jedi.
J.J. Abrams like buckled down. He's like, no, you stay with someone you're the same race.
No, yeah, but like he was supposed to be a Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that would have been a great twist to the story. He becomes a Jedi.
What happened with J.J. Abrams? Does he still make movies?
Bro, he's made enough money, dude.
I don't know. He did a great job with the Star Trek movies. Those Star Trek movies were fucking fun.
Eh.
I know.
you
Yeah, I
like
know.
them. I'm never
They're-
gonna watch them.
You,
Like,
should, you should try.
I'm fine.
Why?
I don't like Star Trek, dude.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, even if the movie is good, you might actually end up liking it.
Yeah, I'm fine.
It just, for me, it just kind of feels like you only don't want to like them because you're a Star Wars fan. Like, you just immediately are gonna have a
No,
bias.
I've tried watching Star Trek before.
Yeah, but the movies or the old show.
I just don't like the lores of it.
I'm-
Or like the background of it. I'm not a fan of like the background of it. It's too, like the argument that I have is, it's too, like real. It's too set in like, oh, this is the future that we could have and everything like that with all
Yeah.
the technology and everything and all that shit.
that's
But
weird
I
because
like
that's
Star Wars because it still has that fantasy mysticism
Mm.
feel to it, like the Force and everything. Before
Midichlorians.
before midichlorians became a fucking.
They brought
thing.
it back, you know,
What?
the midichlorians.
Oh
thing.
yeah, they did. It's part of the Star Wars world.
I know, but they kind of already like the problem. The problem with that I have with Star Wars is that one, it's too formulaic, and then while it does have some cool fantasy aspects to it, I don't think it needs to lean on it that hard.
they fucked up and made a completely new story where they should have just took what was already there. There's books after episode 6.
Like the reason why I've always liked the Star Trek movies, and specifically the movies. I've
Yeah.
never watched Next Generation. I've never watched the original series because I know they're not that great. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put that in the background.
The
This is
reason-
the funniest part of the movie. I laughed so hard when this happened.
Yeah, but like the reason was just like it just like the way you explained it. It feels more real. It feels like there's more impact in the decisions that are made.
Yeah.
It no longer becomes a game of like of it never becomes like a game of just like twisting plot, but more of like real circumstances and things that could potentially like go awry very badly just for small things. It was It was entertaining in that sense. Now, but that's only me coming from the movie perspective. I've tried to watch some of the Next Generation because I hear it's probably one of the best science fiction based shows
Yeah.
out there. The issue I have with it is that these old science fiction shows really fucking drag for a while. But that can be said true about a lot of like 80s and 90s shows.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just take a fucking hot minute to get to the goddamn
Yeah.
point.
I mean, that's what happened with the Doctor Who. Like some of the seasons, people are like, I'm not a fan.
I watched a lot of Doctor Who, and it wasn't until like after a couple of seasons because I started with like the leather jacket one
That's
that
when I started with too. I didn't get too far into it.
and it goes into David Tennant's character. David Tennant's character is really entertaining, and then that whole arc was actually really good and had some really interesting lore. After the Doctor switched that time. That's where I was just kind of like, oh, okay, they're really recycling
Yeah.
a lot of what's been done before, and then you start to realize, oh, the whole point of this shit was this is British science fiction that's just
Yeah.
recycled for low level intelligence. I'm sorry if you're a Doctor Who fan. I just think that it is trying too hard to be clever when it really is. There's some
And
interesting.
then they made a woman, so yeah. No, but
Loved it, but the first episode was not as easy for my ADHD as. Firefly was very
Mhm.
guilty of that. I'm not.
I
Okay.
forgot what we were talking about.
I've heard
But,
I've heard Firefly was actually really good.
Firefly's good.
but they didn't finish it, right?
No, and then they released a movie to finish it, and it was just very rushed. Like it's good, everyone loves it, but it was just kind of like, we wish you could have done more. It's a good show. We should watch it.
yeah.
But no, yeah, this movie here,
Let's see it.
it was terrible.
300 million,
Yeah, they made a
1.3
billion. Yeah,
billion.
that's because they had
Damn.
they had the backing of Disney, and that's the problem. Disney bought up an IP they shouldn't have bought up. They should have left it alone.
No, I think Disney did a good job buying them. I just think they did a bad pick and director for that movie.
Yeah.
And they probably just gave the writers a little bit too much control to stray from the fucking formula.
Like the fucking
Because
ending of it.
because like what's the first one of like what J.J. Abrams made?
The Rise of
Yeah, the rise is it the Rise of the Jedi or whatever?
no,
the
it's I don't know. It's the one when it's the new episode
Firefly
7.
was great. I was just referring to slow starts.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, the first one was great. I liked the first one. Everyone was like, "Oh, they're recycling." It's like, yeah, of course they are, but it's a good story.
The things that
Shut up.
people complained about the first one were just people either being racist or the people just being old heads being like, "Well, the original series," and shut up.
Yeah,
Shut up. There's a lot of cool shit. You know what was really cool that I still love from that movie? When Kylo Ren stopped that fucking blast and just kept it there.
Oh yeah, that was
That
cool.
shit was so sick.
Yeah, it had some really good shots and everything. And again, Finn, he should have been a Jedi. He should have started training to be a Jedi too.
He should have donned the next purple lightsaber. I've been saying it since that episode. Are you fucking kidding me? Only Sam J gets it?
Well, because he bullied George Lucas into getting one.
Dude, that's power.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, this is a lightsaber. He's
gonna
like, can
give
I have
me-
a purple one? He's like, yeah, you can have a purple
You gonna give me a purple one, motherfucker?
one. And now it became lore.
Say it again.
For those who don't know, the purple lightsaber is for those good the Jedi who have used the dark side and know the dark side.
I thought the story behind the purple lightsaber was that they used Sith fighting styles.
Yeah, they use the dark side.
Is that what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider that using the dark side, but I guess that is
No, it is.
technically.
Because
I
they're
don't know.
like more like tricks and stuff. Yeah,
I know
it's
that-
it's a trickier fighting style.
I know somebody had explained that one thing about like there's a Sith technique of using a lightsaber where you cut it off and cut it back on.
Oh yeah,
And apparently Jedis are aware that this is a better way of fighting, but they don't use it for that reason. That they think it's like, and apparently Siths don't use it a lot either because they also think it's like kind of like
it's kind of cheating.
it's kind of cheating. But I'm like, bro, like,
Yeah,
don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself at any chance that you can at a
Yeah.
fucking advantage.
but no, yeah. Going back to the second one, it ended with the biggest, like, it would have been a really cool scene for the next movie to keep going with, but they did nothing with it. The kid that's sweeping up on a random planet, he's sweeping up like their barn or something,
yeah.
and he goes to look at Twin Moons. I think it was Twin Moons, and you see him pick up a broom using the fucking Force.
Mm.
Like he goes over to the wall and he goes and he does that, and the broom comes to his hand.
Yeah.
And it's not far; it's like maybe like a foot or two away, but he still uses the fucking Force.
Yeah.
And then you see him standing in the light of the moon, and his shadow. You see him like move the fucking broom down, and it looks like a lightsaber in his hand.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be kind of like this is a new wave of Jedi they're gonna come out with. They did nothing with it.
yeah.
Absolutely nothing in the new movie. Didn't mention there's more Jedi, more people that are Force sensitive are popping up all over the galaxy. No, none of that.
Yep.
He's just some fucking kid sweeping the floor with Force powers.
Well, sometimes people just don't take advantage of a good premise.
Also,
Like,
Casino Planet.
yeah, moving on to another great premise for a movie because we're on the subject of space.
Excuse me. I hate this movie with a fucking passion.
Now, here's the I don't understand why you hate this movie so much.
I
'cause,
can't
like,
get into it, dude. People, it's one of the. It's supposed to be one of those bad movies that everyone watches because it's bad. It's supposed to be funny. I can't find any humor in it. The only scene that I actually enjoyed from it is the puppets, the shadow puppet scene where the clown turns his hands into a fucking T-Rex and eats people. This movie's so fucking terrible. For those listening, this is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Hot pizza the garbage. Yeah.
Apparently, the original makers of this.
Knock my block off. Knocks his head off. Yeah. And then he turns into a T-Rex and eats all the old people. Yeah. Yeah, they reused a bunch of the faces.
Yeah.
They're reused masks from Ernest Scared Stupid.
Really?
Yep. Pizza.
Hey, but regardless, like I like any movie that does do traditional practical effects.
No, yeah, I enjoy movies like that too, but I cannot stand this fucking movie.
Maybe the thing is just like fucking. I just don't think clowns are that scary, and also I don't. The thing about this whole movie that I didn't understand is a lot of people are running into these weird looking clowns, and they're not reacting how you would if you saw a weird ass looking clown.
Yeah, because
they're
it's a
being
clown.
too casual about it.
Yeah, this movie was fucking terrible. My friends,
But it is a cult classic
Yeah.
amongst a lot of movie aficionados.
a lot of my friends, we would watch it together, or they would try to force me to watch it with them again and again. Back in like high school and going out of high school and everything like that. They knew I hated this movie. Like, I cannot fucking stand this. And then they made a game where you play killer clowns.
I heard the game's actually pretty fun.
I mean, it's basically the other ones, the Jason one and
Yeah,
the
doesn't
Texas
mean
Chainsaw
it's
one.
bad.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm
I
just
thought
saying
this
like,
was
it's the same
funny.
thing. Wait, how much did they make? They
No.
made 740.
No, that's wrong actually. So
Okay.
this was going off a Wikipedia entry that wasn't like correct. Somebody went in there and fucked with it, but it was 1.8 million budget, and it actually made 43 million in the box office. And it is
Oh my god!
it is considered a cult classic. They were gonna actually make a sequel to this movie, but it got apparently what happened was this movie was a part of Fox, and then but the studio that made this movie that was owned by Fox was sold over to Disney, and Disney was like, get rid of this shit. But I
Yeah.
think the original creators of the movie actually did get the rights to it back. Like they were able to acquire them back from Disney,
Yeah.
and then they were able to release it as a game where they were actually a part of the, I guess, development, or I guess they got to work with the developers as far as getting it made. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. Fuck that movie.
Okay.
Oh, look at this piece of garbage
Let's
right
talk
here.
about some hot garbage then.
Dragon Ball Evolution. They completely shat on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, she's kind of hot though. I gotta lie.
Yeah. But
He's kind
it's
of
funny.
hot too.
There's Chow Yun Fat. Is that Chow Yun Fat?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it is.
Don't call him fat.
No, his nice name's Fat.
Oh.
He is Bulletproof Monk. Did you see that movie?
Uh,
It's Sean Austin, not Sean Austin, Sean whatever his name is from American Pie, Stifler.
no.
Yeah, it's him and Chow Yun Fat. Chow Yun Fat is an immortal monk, and he's trying to protect something. I forgot the whole premise of the movie.
Okay, again, this is one of the.
And he fucking trains Stifler to become a martial arts expert.
Okay.
But this movie,
I don't remember much about this movie. I just remember that it was really bad, and I don't want to remember it. But yeah, this is what happens whenever they decide to try to take a popular anime
Yeah.
franchise and turn it into a movie.
Piccolo looked fucking terrible in this
some
movie.
some live adaptations are trying really hard to make it viable, but it just doesn't work as well as it does in animation. You just can't fucking do it because.
A lot of animes that they try
Explain
to do
this.
live action. Yeah, look at fucking Piccolo. He looks like Ivan Ooze from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
This just this photo alone feels racist.
Against who? Green people?
It feels, I don't know,
But
because
yeah,
his character is supposed to be, like, I don't know. I would say it's supposed to be more Asian.
redeeming quality. That's cool. Gi. I'd wear that as like a cosplay.
Yeah,
Yeah. I would be who's the fat guy with the sword that cut off Vegeta's tail?
fuck, what's his name again? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I don't remember his name.
It's been so long.
I would just dress as him.
Anyways, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this one.
I don't even want to talk about this movie.
Yeah.
I just put it on here because it's fucking.
Well, you're about
terrible.
to touch an hour on this. We need,
I know,
we
yeah,
need to
we need to
speed
fucking
this up a
speed
little
this
bit.
up.
Yeah. So 2009 film, budget of 30 million, it grossed 55 million worldwide. They made its money back. Because dumbasses will go to these movies and be like, it's just like the anime. Walk out disappointed, but they already lost their money.
Yeah.
Okay, another hot piece of garbage.
Yeah, this movie here
This-
made
thi-
me hate movies a little bit because there's a book called Aragon. It's part of the Brisinger, like it's 4 books I think. It's Aragon,
Mhm.
Brisinger, Eldest, and I think there's a 4th one. I'm pretty sure there's a 4th one.
Yeah, they're all written by the fucking dude.
Christopher Paolini is the author of.
He
the books.
wrote these fucking like books when he was like super young too, because
Yeah.
he was like a genius or some shit. Like graduated like super young.
These books they're great. I fucking love them. This movie was hot garbage. The dragon was named Saphira. I can't remember. I can't believe I remember those. He's Aragon. That's Brahm.
Mhm.
He's like when you learn further in the movie that he was actually an old what they call rider, and he has like a jewel. They have like this jewel that's supposed to be on their hand, and that's where their powers kind of like come from and everything like that. The chick, I forgot her name, but she's an elf, and the beginning of the movie was very awkward. Did you ever watch this movie?
Nope.
The beginning of the movie is super awkward because it's the king torturing her. It sounds like she's coming her fucking brains out, dude.
Oh
Like,
god.
but no, I was like in the movie theater. I was like, I don't fucking hate this.
What the fuck?
No, it's not showing her like get beaten or anything like that. It just shows her from like
Uh-oh.
it shows her from the top of the titties up. Yeah, no, and it's just her being like, doing all the moaning.
I
and
tried.
shit.
I tried reading the Aragon book, and I got like to a certain point, and then I don't remember what it was. I think I just realized that like reading was gay, and just got rid of the book.
And that's Murtagh. He becomes the bad guy. Yeah.
Spoilers. I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, shut up, dude. But no, yeah. So the book, if you ever get a chance,
Damn,
to read
dude.
it, yeah, they made money off of it.
Dude, there must have not been a lot of shit going on in 2006 because all these movies were around that time.
The War on Terror.
That happened in 2001. Okay, you're a couple years late.
It's still going on. 9/11 just happened. Womp womp.
All right, let's get to the real meat and potatoes.
It's more than time. Yeah, this fucking movie, guy. I watched this. I only tried to watch it once. I fell asleep, dude.
This movie.
Yeah, I woke up at the end
I
when
didn't
he
even-
said it's Morbin time.
I didn't even attempt to try to watch this movie because I already knew. One, I am sick. I am fucking sick of Jared Leto movies. He's not that good.
No, he's not.
He's really not. He's fucked up every movie. Well, one, he did a terrible Joker.
Yeah.
He had no business being in that Blade Runner movie. He had no business being in a lot of fucking movies. He should have just stuck to the band. 30 Seconds to Mars is probably the only
Yeah.
thing he's done.
Make the Kill Part 2.
Make the Kill Part 2.
Yeah.
It's
This movie.
it's the killing time again.
It's really weird because like at the end it was supposed to tie in the Sinister Six plot for Spider-Man,
Yeah.
because at the end of the movie he goes to like in the middle of like nowhere and he meets up with the Vulture played by what's his face, Keaton.
Yeah.
What the fuck is his first name?
Michael
Michael Keaton.
Keaton.
He plays Vulture, and he shows up, and they're talking like pretty much like we're getting a team together and all this other shit.
Yeah.
He's pretty much doing like reverse Avengers, but he's
Yeah.
doing the Sinister Six.
Was Morbius even a part of the original Sinister?
He becomes part of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the original Sinister Six was Scorpion,
Rhino.
Electro, Rhino,
Rhino.
Vulture, Doc Ock, and Green Goblin. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Green
Yes.
Goblin. They all always work against Spider-Man. and
I just
everything
felt
like that.
weird that they decided to make this movie because I felt like there's not a lot of people who actually knew who this character was.
This movie would have been good if it wasn't Jared Leto and if it was a better fucking story. Because this could have tied in a lot. This could have tied in with the fucking Blade movie that they're making. Yeah, because I mean, he's a fucking vampire. Blade would be hunting his ass down.
They need to bring back Wesley Snipes. He did such a good job coming
Dude,
back.
fucking, apparently Ryan Reynolds is campaigning for that. He's campaigning for them to
problem-
make another Blade movie.
But he's too damn old. That's the thing that sucks.
I think it'd be cool.
It would be cool if he had a cameo that did some kind of like multiverse shenanigans.
Yeah.
Like he goes into that world and Ryan Reynolds is there also with his fucking dumbass bow and arrows and shit. Anyways, Morbius had a budget of $75 million and grossed $167
Million.
Who's watching these movies?
Again, dude, it's the power of Disney.
Disney made that had something to do with this?
They own Sony.
No, I think this was a Sony movie.
No, yeah, but they own Sony.
No, they own some Sony properties.
No, they own Sony now.
Does Disney? I don't think Disney owns Sony.
Does Disney own Sony?
Disney own Sony. No,
Oh,
Disney
it
does not
doesn't.
own Sony.
Fox. That's what it was. They own
Fox.
Fox now.
Yeah, they own Fox. They don't own
Yeah.
Sony. I think they've collabed with Sony with some of the Spider-Man properties.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's put a ribbon on your section. Let's fucking do the tier list.
All right, at the very bottom, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I disagree.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space is on the bottom.
I think.
This is my list.
Shut up. This is gonna be a
All right, pretty bad.
the reason I'm going against it is because it is still considered a cult classic. So I'm gonna say just pretty bad.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. Morbid Time. That was just the worst.
Just the worst. Okay.
Cats. Cats, just the worst. No one liked it. Even the people who like Cats didn't like it.
Yeah. The Wicker Man.
Wicker Man, put it pretty bad.
Pretty
It has
bad.
funny scenes.
Okay.
Airbender, just the worst.
Just the worst.
Yeah, no one liked that. Which one was that one?
That's The Happening.
The Happening. No, just the worst. There wasn't anything funny about it.
Just the worst.
Yeah, there was no memes really out
Star
of it.
Wars.
People like it. Okay.
I think it's okay.
Dragon Ball, fucking just the worst. There's a lot of just the worst. Aragon, pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. That one, low key good. Yeah.
It's low key good because I'll.
Okay, we're gonna have to put one in not that bad actually.
Maybe. Then how about that?
Yeah, whatever.
I think Wicker Man. You know what? I think Wicker Man can be a movie that is bad and it can be entertaining to watch because it's bad.
Because of the memes.
Yeah.
So put it at not that bad actually.
So you put it in not that bad
And move that one down to okay.
That
There you
makes
go.
more sense to me.
All right, that's my list for everyone.
All right. Well, that's a pretty solid list. All right.
Yeah,
So now
all
we're
right.
gonna swap over to me, and
Zoom through it.
we're gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to speed it up, but I don't have any budgets for mine, so
Okay,
I'm
that's
just gonna
fine.
go through explanations of the reason why these are on the list. All right. First one, we're on the games category. Bad Boys Miami Takedown for the PlayStation 2.
Hey, Bad Boys movie was great though.
Okay, the movie was good, but this movie was hot fucking garbage.
I'm sorry.
And if
Bad
any-
Boys 1 and 2 were good.
So back in the PS2 era, there was an era where they were just making every
Mm-hmm.
movie franchise into a fucking video game because they could. Companies had the money, they pushed it out, and they said, "Hey, we just pushed out a Shrek movie. Let's get a Shrek video game for the Game Boy, for the fucking PlayStation, for the GameCube. Just push that shit out there."
Hey man, there was actually one Shrek game that I really liked.
Some of them were actually pretty
Yeah,
fun. I'm
there
not
was
even-
one. It was a 4-player co-op, couch co-op, and it was just like a top-down.
Yeah,
like asymmetrical.
it's like a competitive fighting game. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, this game was just hot garbage. And if you don't believe me, I got some footage ready. So this is
Did they get Lawrence and Will Smith to do voices?
no. First of all, does this look like Will Smith to you?
It looks like Cuba Gooding Jr.
That looked like fucking 50 Cent for a second.
50 Cent did had a game too.
Oh my god! But look at this.
What the fuck was that?
Look at this gameplay. Does this look like good gameplay to you? Does that sound like Martin Lawrence or Will Smith to you?
Oh god, look at that fucking. Ugh.
That aiming is so atrocious.
So wait, do they want to be bad boy or perfect cop? It doesn't make sense. Because I'd just be shooting everything to be bad boy. Because that's
Okay.
the point of the movie.
Mint Mobile Unlimited.
Mint Mobile.
No, not an ad. I finally got hit with an ad. Damn it. It's because I skipped too far. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah, look at that guy.
you want to hate him, but you can't.
Oh my god.
Look how fucking terrible this game looks. One, the aiming mechanics is so bad. It makes me think of Soulcom Confrontation, like how
Yeah.
bad the aiming was in that fucking game. And people actually think that game is good.
You just got shot from behind cover. All right, fucking god.
Yeah, but yeah, this game was hot fucking garbage. I have this game. I actually still have this game. It's
Are you
in my-
serious?
Yeah, it's one of my closets. 'Cause I thought about us doing a playthrough of this game because of how bad it is.
We should.
We should.
Yeah.
We definitely should. But that game is fucking trash. And I don't know if it made its money back, but I guarantee that it didn't because of just how fucking like boring and badly made it was. Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah. I heard
What
that game's
can there
fucking
not
hot
be-
Garbage.
If anybody who remembered the 360 era with Duke Nukem, so Duke Nukem was a beloved franchise in the early years of gaming back in like the N64 era. And once we got into
Shut up, Bill.
What do you say?
One of the few franchises where the sequel matched the original, in my opinion. Oh no, you're talking about the movies. No, you're right.
Okay.
Talking about Bad Boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, Duke Nukem Forever was supposed to be a continuation of a very beloved gaming series. But the problem was Duke Nukem was kind of antiquated at that point, and by the time that this came out, it had such a rush development that the game was just fucking sloppy and boring. And
Every single review that I read said this game is 10 years too late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And if you go and look at this gameplay, oh god, it's loud.
Jesus.
This just is boring. It's just running around and you're shooting rockets at a fucking monster.
Yeah.
And it has a bunch of just corny ass fucking jokes as you're trying to like there's nothing really all that compelling about these fucking tap repeatedly to rip out. Like this shit is just boring.
Yeah.
And like the whole appeal of Duke Nukem back in the day was that it was funny, it had humor, it was a little on the edgy side, but at this point people kind of just were like, this isn't even funny, like edgy.
Oh
Like-
yeah, here he could kick a field goal with the eyeball.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's big tittied sleuths for you to save and everything like that. Here,
Oh yeah, and then it cuts off. Apparently, he was just playing a video game,
of himself.
That was fun.
and these two girls were fucking giving him the sloppy toppy.
The Hawk Tua. Have you seen that fucking it's a TikTok and this one girl's like it plays that scene like give him the old Hawk Tua, you know, and all that shit.
Yeah.
And this girl, it cuts to her, she's a fucking Taco Bell. She's like, Hawk Tua. No, I want to give him the
But anyways, if the put a
Yeah.
ribbon on Duke Nukem Forever, this game was just fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It really should have never been made, and releasing it was the worst thing they could have possibly done. Realistically, what I thought they should have done was just never had tried to put it out. Just fucking say that the studio went bankrupt because
Yeah.
they were gonna go bankrupt regardless, putting this shit out.
Yeah.
Now this one is contentious.
I heard it was good.
It's actually not that bad of a game. The
Yeah.
problem that people have with this game is half the game is a hack and slash, and the other half is an RTS.
For those listening, this is Brutal Legend.
Brutal Legend. Brutal Legend
The
came
Jack
out.
Black game.
It came out on the Xbox 360 and also the PlayStation 3.
Mhm.
Jack Black voiced the main character, who's basically like a roadie,
Yeah.
and
It's
then-
just him.
and he gets sent to like this world of that is just metal music
Mm-hmm.
and all like the metal subgenres and stuff, and they're at war. The game had a lot of charm to it, but the problem
Yeah.
was the game eventually gets very repetitive, and then it completely flips itself on its head by turning into like a real-time strategy game.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, people just didn't really like fall in line with it. The game had a lot of charm to it, but they just missed the mark with
Yeah,
this one.
if they would have left it as just like a hack and slash, like like the Castlevania games. Have you
Yeah.
played those? The Symphony of Night or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those are hack and slash games, but they had as a puzzle element to it.
Mm-hmm.
They should have just did that with this game.
Like the imagery in this game looked really cool. Look, like a whole wall made of amps and shit.
This is actual history, by the way. This is from based on true events.
So that's most of the game is hack and slash, kind of like play. And then you get to like drive around.
It becomes like a car game for a bit.
Yeah, the game had a bunch of cameos from famous rock stars like Ozzy Osbourne and Lemmy was in this game.
Isn't there one part where like they look like dicks from the back?
The headbanger guys.
There's one part where it just turns into Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tried so much in this game when they really didn't have to. They could have just focused on the combat alone, maybe made the map a little smaller so they didn't have to put so much fucking like assets to because the problem also is this is the era where people are really trying to push open world game for everything.
I think
every
this is
game was
before wasn't this before the started releasing the next gen?
No, this is like in the middle of the life cycle
okay.
for 360 and PS3. So this game like came out at the right time. It's just that the game like it was ambitious and that's very commendable.
Yes.
No, you do have a point there, Hot Letters.
Yeah.
And that is the main takeaway with this game is that it was ambitious and it had some really great like moments to it, but it just missed the mark.
Warrior.
And sometimes it's just one of those cases where you don't always know if something's going to hit or not. I thought it was a great game. Well, I thought it was an okay game. I'll leave it at that. But
I think I played like a little bit of it and I was like, okay.
the beginning part of it is really fucking fun, and then all the character cameos and stuff are great. But
the
it's
only thing
like,
I didn't like about it is there was no jump button. You don't jump. It just does the automatic jump on ledges and stuff for you.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That was weird to me. Like you have an open world game where you can't jump.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Fucking love this game.
A lot of people love this game. So for people that don't know, like Conker's Bad Fur Day was a game that came out on Nintendo 64. It was published by Rare Software. And this game originally was not supposed to be a foul mouth kind of game. It was actually originally supposed to be a children's game, but the game got scrapped last minute and they had so many assets for this game that they decided, let's turn it into something else. So they turned it into a complete fucking joke of a game. And it actually ended up being really fucking funny and actually very entertaining. And I have a trailer like already like ready for it. But the thing
they found out that meta is funny.
But even though this game is a cult classic commercially, it did terrible. It did not sell well. And because of that, there's only so many copies of this game floating around.
You can make some money on it too.
And dude, this game, the cartridge to this day is still in the hundreds of dollars. It's hard to get a copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day. If you have one, hold on to that shit. That shit is gold.
But make sure you change out the battery inside the cartridge after I forget how many years.
Yeah. It's just hard to pull off something like Nier Automata. Conker's Live and Reloaded should have gotten a remake so we could play online. But that's what I was going to bring up. There's one thing about this game, especially the 64 version that I loved, and it's the fucking this is just like different scenes from the fucking game, but the big poop song.
Yeah. This is from the remastered one or the reloaded one.
This one?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure it's from the reloaded.
No, because the reloaded one has like all the hair fibers and shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. It does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the drunk scarecrow.
Yeah, the drunk scarecrow.
I love the sunflower with big boobs.
No, but I was gonna like these are just all like the funny different moments from like.
Oh yeah, the fucking D-Day scene.
There's one you know what mission always pissed me off? The lava surfing with the caveman. That thing was always so fucking hard for me.
The one that pissed me off was when you're a little vampire bat.
Oh, yeah.
That one fucking sucked, dude.
That I remember that mission. But you know what? You know what's so fucking awesome about this game was the fucking original multiplayer.
Yeah.
The original multiplayer for this game was so fucking fun, dude.
Yeah.
Spent hours playing and learning this map. Like,
they need to release the reloaded version, and have the multiplayer online.
Dude, this brings back so much nostalgia.
I'd like the reloaded one. They add a bunch of different skins to all the bears and everything, so it makes them look more like Nazis and everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, they never did a re-release of Reloaded?
Nope.
Damn. Yeah.
I think they wanted to, and they have some assets that they've made, but it just never got off the ground.
Yeah, but this is definitely a game worth checking out if you've
Yeah.
never played it. If you love classic games, Conker's Bad Fur Day is one of the best out there.
Yeah.
Okay, Metal Gear Survive. Let's talk about how hot garbage this game is.
What was the point of this game?
The point of this game was they still had a lot of Metal Gear assets after the release of the Phantom Pain because Konami basically like held Hideo Kojima captive
Yeah,
while
I
during the
remember that.
development of that. And
Yeah.
they even held him from being able to go receive a reward at the Game Awards the year, and he won Game of the Year that year.
Yep.
And that was such a controversy that eventually Hideo Kojima was finally able to part his ways from Konami. He went and opened his own studio, which the studio ended up making some other games. But they still have ownership of the Metal Gear name. So they were like, hey, we have a bunch of leftover assets from the Metal Gear Phantom Pain series. Let's make a zombie survival game that doesn't have Snake in it. And it was the worst hot garbage that has
there
been
was
released.
no point in this game.
You want to see the gameplay? That's the
Yeah.
gameplay. This is all you do in this fucking game.
You run.
You run in one direction, and then eventually, look how long it takes before you can actually do something. God damn it,
That's a
Capital One.
commercial.
Yeah. You know what? We're running out of time, so I'm just gonna fucking skip it. It's not even worth fucking
Yeah.
highlighting. That's just how bad this fucking game is.
Nuts and bolts. I wish it worked out.
I had high hopes for this game.
It wasn't supposed to be that in the beginning. Did you know
Yeah,
that? It was supposed to be an actual Banjo-Kazooie game, but then
Yeah.
they added the car building element to it for some fucking reason.
Yeah, but then because they did that, the whole gameplay turned into this. Just driving. You're just
Yeah.
driving this rickety ass little thing.
Yeah.
You
And
have
the-
an open-esque world, and it's just boring.
And the other thing too, it was hard to build the cars.
yeah.
You had to actually there was physics in the game, so if you built a lopsided or a shitty car, it'll fall over, it'll get caught on the curb.
Not to mention, this was back before they actually made like UIs that were actually functionally
Yeah,
good.
it was
So it
terrible.
was like hard to get things straight or in the right position. It wasn't like, was it like Tears of the Kingdom with where you could build all these crazy machines effortlessly because they
Yeah.
built a whole engine thing around it. This was completely different. Now, moving on to the next one after this is a game that I was really fucking upset that it was bad. But Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, classic. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, masterpiece. This game fucking sucked. You know what this game was? It was a fucking turd in a dress because this game looks really nice, but it's just so fucking boring.
Yeah.
It was
wasn't
just
fun.
so boring. Like, look, that looks cool, right? But when you actually play the game,
It's slow.
It's slow. It's sluggish. The combos just don't always kind of line up the way you think they do, and because of that, like you had like a cool cast compared to like the original cast stuff. Like this is like
Well,
from
the thing is, the one before this had way more characters on it.
yeah, it did.
Yeah, I remember and then you can even get more characters, and it's just like this game was. I did not like this game. I bought it and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, this game was just a waste of money, and I feel bad for anybody that tried to give this game a chance. Because the thing is, they did try to fix this game, and they kind of did improve it a little bit, but by then the game was already dead in the water. So it's kind of like, why would you even like attempt to try
Yeah.
to fix it if you already fix the game before you release
I
it?
remember whenever they were starting to do tournaments for the game, they wouldn't even play this game; they would play the one before it.
Okay, moving on to the next one, Okami, the game. This
Aw,
is
dude.
Okami HD. I never played the HD version. I played the original version on the PS2. Okami is such a good fucking game.
Yeah,
This game is so goddamn good. It is so fucking pretty.
yeah, it's like watercolor.
This game is pretty. The mechanics are so good. And there's a lot of game in this game. It takes you a while to get to the BMW commercial. It takes a while for you to finish Okami the game. It is so goddamn what?
It takes you to the BMW.
Anyways, brought to you by
I for
BMW.
IX.
BMW, if you're watching this, you owe us fucking money, you piece of shit.
Yeah, Give us money, please.
Your cars are dog shit anyway.
They are, dude. They're built like shit.
Not just that, but do you know you have to pay a fucking subscription to even use like half the shit
Yeah.
in their cars?
That's fucking
Hey, you want the
ridiculous.
heated seats? Guess what? That's gonna cost you $10.99 a month, bitch. So if your ass is cold in the winter, you gotta pay top dollar.
You want to
Fucking
use a steering wheel? You better make sure your subscription's
But-
paid up.
This game had so much charm and
Yeah.
so much like beautiful artwork or art direction in it. The characters were really fucking great. It's
Mhm.
based around this beautifully written lore. Fucking great fucking game.
Yeah.
So, but sadly, when this game released on the PlayStation 2, I believe, it commercially did not do well because nobody like. You have to remember during that era, people were
Mhm.
just pushing graphical, like great graphics, like
Yeah.
all that shit. So a lot of these games that were going with different art styles were just getting overshadowed by
Which
this
is weird
shit.
because Wind Waker came out too,
Yeah,
and
and
Wind Waker was fucking like
Wind Waker
amazing.
HD looks fucking amazing, dude. And why haven't they released Wind Waker HD on the Switch? That doesn't make any fucking sense to
because
me.
they know when they do, they're gonna make so much money.
Why is that a bad thing?
They're saving it for a rainy day.
They're saving when shit's in the gutter. Although
Yeah.
that new little Zelda top-down game looks really fun.
The one where you play as Zelda,
Yeah,
it looks fun actually.
it looks really fun. I love
Video
classic
game donkey is like you use a bed, yeah, okay, and then another bed.
All right, Sonic Boom, Horizon Lyric.
God,
This
they gave Sonic a scarf.
I tried looking for game footage for this game.
Is there no game footage?
And no, because all the game footage is just bad. It's literally just them walking in directions with little bits of combat. This was just a cash grab to try to get appeal from children
Mhm.
because they also
It's
eventually
based off the cartoon, I think, that came out.
was surprisingly the cartoon's actually kind of funny.
Oh yeah, because they do some like adult jokes in it.
They
and
do
everything,
adult
too.
jokes and they
Yeah.
actually kind of make it kind of slapsticky sometimes, and it's actually kind of entertaining. But this game was hot garbage. Most modern Sonic games are kind of shitty. I think Sonic Generations did a really good job with that game, and then the most recent one that came out was like an open world Sonic game, which was super silly in concept, but it was actually okay.
Sonic Heroes.
And then the last thing on my fucking list is Sneak King and Big Bumpin'.
We
Those
still
come.
need to play them.
They come in a pack because these were games that you could get at Burger King
Mhm.
because they're Burger King based games.
Yeah.
Sneak King. You play the king from Burger King and you sneak up to people and give them Whoppers.
Or you assassinate them.
Yes.
Yeah. This is where Hitman got their idea.
And then Big Bumpin' is just a bumper carts mini game.
I thought he was just doing coke. Big bumping.
Big Bumpin'.
It's just you just have to work through his addiction in the game.
These games, for obvious reasons, did not do commercially great because they were a game you could buy for like $5 at Burger King or not even that. I think it was like a couple bucks because the game is literally just one mini game on one disc
Yeah.
per disc. And you couldn't even get both. Like they should have just made like a collection of games in a single disc that you could like buy. But anyways, let's fucking wrap this shit up with the tier list. I really sped through mine, but I didn't have any budget stuff to talk
Yeah.
about. So starting off with this shit.
Shit.
Just shit.
Uh,
Boring.
yeah. Conker's Bad Fur Day, great game.
Conquer, great game.
Yeah.
Super, super great game. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was just boring.
Yeah.
And then Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was shit. Metal Gear Survive, you're shit all day.
Bad Boys, I think it would be fun, but meh.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those games where it's bad, you can make content out of it.
That does make sense
Yeah.
like that. Now, Brutal Legend was not a great game, but I think it
It could have been a great game, but it was a good game.
it was a good game.
Yeah.
So at least we have now one in each section.
Yeah, there you
now.
go.
Duke Nukem Forever, boring.
Boring.
Just straight up boring. Like I would say that it is a shit game too, but realistically, the biggest insult about this game it was just that it was boring.
It was a cash grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneak King and Big Bumpin' is fun but meh
Yeah.
because they're funny in concept, but they're just not that
Yeah,
great of
after
games.
like a couple rounds of it, you're just kind of like, all right.
Okami all day, great
Great
game.
game.
And then Sonic Boom goes straight to boring.
All right, there you go.
This makes sense to me. And yeah, now we completely have run through the gaming section. This episode has been less humor and more
Just us bitching about stuff.
yeah. Which I don't know if we should do this again, but I mean, we filled out an episode pretty
there you go.
tightly, but I will say that maybe we should go in a path of more comedic content next time.
Or
Just-
split this up into 2 episodes.
Or split this up into 2 episodes. Because I feel, well, one, the original thing was supposed to bring up the budgets for these games, but dude, fucking I guess development companies, they really like to hold that shit close to the chest. They don't want to let you know what they've paid for these games and put out there. So, I did the best I could. But anyways,
That's the episode.
that's the episode. I'm out of breath.
Why are you out of breath?
Because I just kind of did the marathon on this.
Okay.
Actually, my throat's a little sore. I need some water. Or I need some Dr. Pepper.
Brought to you by Dr. Pepper Zero. Sponsor us.
Okay.
I want to get sponsored by Fresca.
Okay, now that we're near the end of the episode, we still got about 5 minutes to burn. What should we do for the next episode? If anybody is currently watching, give us a topic.
Yeah,
We'll
tell us
cover it
what
in the
to talk
next
about.
episode. Or you know what? If you just happen to see this on twitch.tv, go ahead, get
Oh.
us.
The mics went off.
What?
I can't hear anything. Well, that's the episode. If you could still hear. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear myself. Oh, there we go. Oh, this thing is like halfway out.
Oh,
What the hell?
damn.
That was weird. It just cut out. I was like, I'm dying. This is it.
Mom was right. I shouldn't have that third plate of beef stroganoff.
We should have spent more time with our mothers.
Psych!
Damn. I'll see you tomorrow, Mama.
Actually, I haven't seen my mom in a while. I actually do need to pay a visit.
The fuck, dude?
Huh?
I'm over here making a joke. Now you make me look like an asshole.
Yeah. That's on me, dude. I get real tunnel vision
Yeah.
when it comes to like getting shit done. I've been house hunting lately. It's hard out there for a pimp. Sipping on some scissor. Sipping on some scissor.
All right, end the episode.
Sip. What?
We're officially out of content.
What,
End
you
the
don't-
episode.
What? It's 3-6 Mafia, dog.
I know.
That's Project Pat, baby.
Goodbye.
Anyways,
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
actually, that's a good question. What are we going to cover the next episode?
We'll figure it out off screen.
I know, but we need to get a gameplay now. Animal buttholes.
Anal or not?
What?
I don't know.
Who's getting the anal? The person or that we're talking
I
about? Or...
won't tell. The cats from the movie Cat.
Oh, God. No, that's already a no on all of them. Oh, my God.
Rebel Wilson?
Apparently, I heard James Corden was a big asshole.
Yeah, he's a fucking prick, apparently.
Yeah, because apparently
And also, he was molesting Justin Bieber. Have you ever seen that video of him just sniffing him?
No.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude.
What the fuck?
No, it's a thing. Like, he's over there, like, all over Justin Bieber for no fucking reason.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like, I don't
Anyways.
like Justin Bieber,
If you made
but
it
fuck
this,
that guy.
if you made it this far into the podcast, make sure to come and follow us at twitch.tv/NightFunkPlays. You can find us on Instagram at the Night Funk Podcast. You can find us at YouTube at the Night Funk. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe, all that good shit, and stay tuned for us next week, Friday,
Do something.
7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are live on Twitch, baby.
We should play one of those stupid games.
We should. We haven't done a gaming video in a while. We're caught up, I think, on podcasts.
Find
so-
the screaming one.
the screaming one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
Okay. I'll look into it. Just I'll have to give me the name of it.
All right, I'll find it again.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. Anyways, bye.
All right. Bye.
Had fun. Bye. See
Later.
you next week. Follow,
Goodbye.
like, subscribe.
Goodbye. You can leave now.
Give us money.
Get out of my house. Get out of.
Make a bunch of spam accounts and follow us.
Got to do the drag out a little bit better. Someone's making macaroni.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. God, I hate that. You can't just do the same joke for fucking, what is this, episode 90?
I don't care.
God, we're getting close to 100.
Thanks, Bill.
And we still haven't gotten better at this.
Thanks for supporting us, man. Our true fan, our one and only true fan.
Was he here last stream?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Bro's out here supporting, man.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to
Yeah.
see.
We're going to make one shirt and give it to you. And everyone's going to be jealous.
All right. Bye.
Bye.